Steve-O, you're 14 years sober. Just
Approaching.
Yeah, just about. March, right?
Yeah, well, thank you. We don't like to give ourselves credit for time that we don't have yet. But yeah, approaching.
What is it that keeps you going, that keeps you sober?
I'm just such a douchebag. Like me on drugs and alcohol, just no bueno. I'm bad enough sober. I'm really bad. Like I was so horrified and humiliated by the person I became on drugs and alcohol that I just was passionate about doing whatever it takes to not be that guy anymore.
Yeah.
Now, clean and sober, I'm still a douche, so I gotta just do what I can.
Well, good for you. Are you wedding planning? You've been engaged for a little bit now, right?
I have. My girl and I have a plan to buy a big property and open up an animal sanctuary.
Oh, wow.
And, we're waiting to get married on that property, and we're looking in Canada to get that property.
What inspired that? That's pretty cool.
We don't want to have kids, so I filmed a silly stunt called the Vasectomy Olympics, and instead of having kids, we want to just pour ourselves into helping animals.
Okay, I was going to ask if you ever wanted to start a family, but I guess that answers it.
Yeah, I'm snipped.
You still got those $1 million teeth, that's for sure.
It's been 20 years since the first movie, 22 years since the series came out. How does this one feel in comparison?
Did you see it?
I did.
Okay.
I'm still scarred by the bee scene, but we'll get to that.
Nice. I think that, if I'm honest, I think that our masterpiece was the second movie in 2006. But short of that, this is the best thing we've ever made.
Wow.
I love this movie.
As you guys have, gotten older, has your sense of humor evolved at all?
I think we're the same guys that we first were.
We're definitely the same guys. I think the bar of what makes us laugh always continually raises. So stuff always has to be pushed more to, if it makes us laugh, we know it'll make everyone else laugh.
But it's our humor that has stayed the same.
But now that we're so much older, our bones break way easier, and it takes much less to knock us completely unconscious.
It's funny you bring that up because I was going to ask how your bodies feel after all this time.
I have more hardware in my body.
I have hardware. Do you have hardware, Chris?
No, I don't have hardware in my body.
Yeah.
But
you've broken as many bones?
I've broken quite a few bones, but no, I don't have any titanium in my body like these guys do.
Okay.
He's got titanium in his thigh, I think. He's got it in his collarbone.
I have an 11-inch rod. It's in my femur. In my right femur.
Oh my God. And Steve-O?
I had a plate and 11 screws in my ankle, which I've since gotten out and put into a cool ankle mold, which lives on my shelf. And now I've got 2 plates in my collarbone, and they're ready to come out and go into a cool mold too.
Oh, that's kind of neat, actually, that you take them out and then you sort of save them as souvenirs.
Yeah. I won't go to a surgeon unless he gives me my hardware after the surgery.
That's fair. Is this the last Jackass movie? Will there be more?
Every movie's been the last Jackass movie, and then we end up making another one. So who knows? Sure, but hopefully not.
I don't think this is the last one.
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
Yeah.
I think when the world needs one will get made.
Okay.
Right now, the world really needs one.
Yeah, it's a nice form of escape. We've been in lockdown for a long time. What is it, though, that keeps you guys coming back together?
Making these movies is the funnest thing in the world, I think.
And the ideas have gotten to a certain stack height that it's like, all right, it's time to do it now.
I mean, I was pretty shocked to learn that Knoxville wanted to make another movie. I felt that it had been so long, I was sure the ship had sailed. And then, wow, it's been 10 years. Knoxville wants to make another movie. Okay.
So you were immediately on board. Did he call you first, or how did that kind of work?
It was a group email.
Okay.
Yeah, he told us all at once on an email. And I knew I had it in me. I felt confident that that I was ready to get crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of us saw it coming.
Yeah.
Wow, so it was a surprise. It was a surprise for us too, but like a welcomed surprise.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the close calls in this movie. For each of you, what was the closest call where you thought, am I going to be okay? Steve-O, I think for you it has to be the bees, but I'll let you speak for yourself.
Before we all jumped on the treadmill, which knocked me unconscious, I went up to a camera and I said, I promised myself on this movie I was not going to risk brain injury or spinal cord injury, and we're not 1 week into filming and I'm gonna go back on my word already. And I predicted it, and then sure enough.
Yeah, I agree that the treadmill, I hit my head so hard, like I wasn't gonna be the same for like at least a week. Like
I knew that it was gonna spit me out and I would hit my head on the concrete.
Yeah.
What I didn't know is that I would get knocked unconscious by the treadmill itself before I got spit onto the concrete.
Yeah, I think I hit my head twice too. That's the hardest I've ever hit my head in my life. Like,
I mean, it's the longest I've ever been unconscious from head trauma.
2, 1.
What is it for all of you guys about Jackass that you think still resonates with people so much?
Well, we're all so shockingly good looking and daring and
I think that and that most of all, but also I think people like seeing us the way we interact together, and it reminds them of like hanging out with their friends and just seeing people having fun, like in a.
They can tell it's real.
It's real.
Like, there's no faking this.
Jackass is honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
for
people
sure.
like that true authenticity of it, that we're doing what we do and who we are, and there's no faking it.
Yeah.
So, but when they feel that, they're like, I like that.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.